Hi guys! Today's class is going to be on a bit stronger side, so we are going to focus on strengthening the core and spinal mobility, so a lot of wave-like movements of the body. And we are just going to jump into it. We are going to start at the back of the mat. Make your way into a child's pose with the knees as wide as the edges of the mat. Lower the belly to the space in between the thighs and either the forehead on the mat, or you can rest the chin on the mat. And give yourself a few moments here to settle in, to find your breath. Inhale and exhale. Allowing the body to sink into the mat. Feeling the body supported by the ground. We are going to stay in this child's pose, but you're going to tend out your hands so just the fingertips are on the mat. And then think of a cat-cow movement. So you are rounding the back body, pulling the chin to the chest, gently tucking the tailbone under so the chest lifts from the mat. And then lower the belly, the chest to the mat, maybe chin drops to the mat. And again, exhale, chin to the chest, round the back body slightly, tuck the tailbone under, and then inhale, peel the tailbone to the mat, lower the chest, the chin to the mat. And one more. Comparing to a cat-cow in a tabletop position, probably this will be much smaller movement, and that's okay. And then drop the palms of the hands to the mat. On your next in-breath, start lifting the chest and walk the knees so the thighs, the knees are together. Inhale, lift the hands, arms next to the ears. Exhale, arch the back, pull the elbows to the waist. Cactus the arms. Inhale, extend the arms, find length through the body. Exhale, palms of the hands facing forward, lift the tailbone, pull the shoulder blades to the spine, and one more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend the elbows. Lower the hands next to the knees. So the knees are more or less aligned with the wrist creases. And then the elbow creases are pointing forward. Keep the arms extended. So for this position, we are locking the elbows. The top of the feet stay on the mat. You are looking to the mat. Pressing to the hands, lift the hips and pull the knees to the chest. And then tap the knees to the mat, exhale, lift. And again, tap, exhale, lift, tap, and lift. Two more, tap, and lift. Run the upper back slightly, tap, and lift. And lower the shins, the knees to the mat. Inhale here through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Lower the hands to the mat. Tabletop position. Inhale, arch the back. Bend the elbows. Tap the chest to the mat. And exhale, extend the elbows, round the back body. Create space in between the shoulder blades. Inhale, arch the back, lift the tailbone, lift the chest, widen through the collarbones, bend the elbows. Elbows are pointing to the back. And exhale, round the back body. Inhale, arch. And bend the elbows, tap the chest to the mat. Extend the elbows, round the back body. Tuck the toes under, send the hips on top of the heels, lift the chest. Place the left hand behind you under the left shoulder. Inhale, lift the hips, engage the glutes, press the hip bones forward as you wave the right arm above the head. And then exhale, lower the right hand to the mat. Big circular movement with the left arm. Left fingers are reaching forward. So we are in a tabletop position, left fingers reaching forward, the left thumb is pointing up. Extend the right leg to the back. Exhale, bend the right knee, left hand is reaching for the right foot, right ankle. Inhale, kick into the left hand, lifting the right foot from the mat. Away from the mat, lifting the right knee, right thigh. Look at the mat. Find strength in the body, in the core. Inhale and exhale. Release. Extend the left arm forward, right leg to the back. Lower the left hand to the mat and bend the right knee. Drop the knee next to the other knee. Tuck the toes under, send the hips on top of the heels. Right hand next to the right hip, under the right shoulder. Inhale, engage the glutes, press the hip bones forward, wave the left arm above the head. And then as you exhale, lower the left hand to the mat. Circle the right arm, right fingers are reaching forward. Inhale, lift the left knee, extend the left leg, keep the hips square. Exhale, right fingers are reaching to the back, bend the left knee, grab to the left foot or the ankle, and then inhale, lift the left foot even higher. Kick into the right hand. Core is helping you to stabilize, to find balance in this position. Inhale. And exhale, release the left leg. Extend the right arm forward. Exhale, drop the right hand and the left knee to the mat. Tuck the toes under and make your way into your downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Of course, the knees can be bent. Relax the neck. Press the hands to the mat to be able to lift the hips to the back and up as if I was standing behind you, pulling the hips to the back and up. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Lift the heels, bend the knees, bellies on top of the thighs, knees are hovering above the mat. And then extend the legs, shift the shoulders on top of the wrists. Bend the knees, belly on top of the thighs, extend the legs. And find your plank position. Bend the knees. Knees are hovering above the mat, belly on top of the thighs. Keep lifting the hips, extend the legs. Down dog, and then as soon as you get there, find your plank. Bend the knees, belly on top of the thighs. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knees to the mat, the top of the feet to the mat, bend the elbows. We are making our way on our bellies. Hands are staying next to the rib cage. Engage the glutes. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale here. Inhale, lift the legs from the mat. Exhale here. Extend the arms to the back. Pinkies are touching to the thighs. Inhale, lift the chest. Keep lifting the legs. And exhale, inhale. Exhale, drop the hands next to the rib cage. Drop the legs to the mat. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale. Once again, make your way into a supported plank. So dropping the hips halfway. Drop the lower ribs to the hip bones. Bend the elbows and lower the belly, the chest to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest as you press the hands into the mat. Exhale, lift the feet from the mat. The shins, the knees, maybe the thighs. Exhale, extend the arms to the back. Inhale, keep lifting everything. And exhale, one more inhalation. Press the whole back body up. The whole back line of the body is engaged. And exhale, drop the hands next to the rib cage. The legs to the mat. Exhale. Find your child's pose. Inhale here. And exhale. On your next inhalation, tabletop position. Tuck the toes under. Downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, look to the front of the mat. Lift the feet. You can step or hop in between the hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, belly towards the thighs. Inhale, make your way into a standing position, arms above the head. Exhale, hinge from the hips, lower the hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. And then step back, hop back into your plank or chaturanga. Scoop the abs, bend the elbows if you're not already there, and then inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And just stay here. Be here, meet the shape. Feet are parallel to each other or heels slightly out. Breathe in. Maybe you can find even more length through the back body, and breathe out. Inhale, lift the right foot from the mat. Bend the right knee and step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Toes are pointing slightly away from you. Drop the hips to the front of the mat. Keep the chest lifted. The left knee is also lifted. As you lift the hips, extend the left leg. Maybe peel the right toes from the mat. So we are in this pyramid pose with the right foot on the outside of the right hand. And then inhale, lift the chest here. Think of lifting the tailbone. And exhale, round the back body. So again, this cat-cow-like movement. Inhale, lift. Arch the back, lift the chest. Exhale, keep flexing the right foot. Keep the hips square, guiding the left hip forward, right to the back. One more. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round the back body. And then neutralize the spine, bend the elbows. Elbows are dropping towards the mat, like in Chaturanga. You're pointing the elbows to the back. Inhale. And exhale. Extend the elbows. And just sweep the right foot to the back. Step the right foot next to the left foot. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left foot from the mat. Bend the left knee and big step with the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Drop the hips to the front of the mat, chest is lifted. And exhale. Send the hips to the back, extend the right leg, flex the left foot, square the hips. Right hip forward, left to the back. And we have 3 of these cat-cow-like movements. Inhale, open the chest, arch the back. Exhale, round the back body. Inhale, open the chest, arch the back. Exhale, round the back body. Inhale, lift the tailbone, widen through the collarbones. Exhale, round the back body, tuck the tailbone under, keep the hips square. And then neutralize the spine. Bend the elbows, elbows are pointing to the back. Maybe belly comes even closer to the mat. Press the right hip forward, left to the back. Inhale. And exhale. Extend the elbows and step the left foot next to the right foot, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. One more inhalation. Exhale, drop the knees to the mat. Keep the toes tucked under. Send the hips on top of the heels. Left hand next to the left hip, under the left shoulder. Inhale, engage the glutes. Press the hip bones forward. Arch the back. Wave the right arm above the head. Exhale, lower the right hand to the mat. And extend the left arm next to the left ear. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the knees from the mat and guide the left hand to the outside of the right ankle or behind the right knee. Look under the right shoulder. So we have downward dog with a twist. Just one inhalation here. One exhalation. Inhale. We are shifting into a plank position. If you can, extend the left arm next to the ear. If you need to, drop the left hand to the mat. Just one inhalation wherever you are, scoop the abs. Exhale, lower the left hand under the left shoulder. Drop the heels to the left. Inhale, lift the right hand from the mat. You can always drop the left knee to the mat if you need extra support. Inhale. And exhale, lower the right hand to the mat. Find your plank position. This time inhale, lift the left foot from the mat. And exhale, find your one-legged downward facing dog. Inhale, shift the shoulders on top of the wrists. Keep the left glute engaged. Exhale, shift the hips to the back, one-legged downward dog. Bend the left knee. Exhale, step the left foot in between the hands. And then lower the right knee to the mat, the top of the right foot to the mat. Press the hip bones forward as you lift the hands above the head. Exhale, cactus the arms. And then lower the hands to the mat, keeping the chest lifted. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Lean forward, placing the hands under the shoulders. Tuck the right toes under. We are making our way into warrior three. So hands are under the shoulders. Hips are square. Lower the right hip bone but keep lifting the right foot. And then on your next in-breath, lift the hands from the mat. And exhale. Keep lifting the chest. One more inhalation. Bend the left knee. Exhale, step to the back, arms above the head, high lunge. And then drop the right knee to the mat. Frame the left foot. And step the left knee next to the right knee. Keep the toes tucked under. Send the hips to the back. Right hand next to the right foot. Inhale. Lift the hips. Press the hip bones forward. Wave the left arm above the head. And exhale. Lower the left hand to the mat. Circle the right arm. Right fingers are reaching forward. We are making our way into downward dog with a twist. Exhale, lift the hips and guide the right hand towards the left ankle, towards the left knee. Look under the left shoulder. Inhale and exhale. We are making our way into a plank position, maybe with the right arm extended. So inhale, either plank with the right arm extended, or if this is too much, drop the right hand under the right shoulder. Try not to twist to the right too much. Exhale, lower the right hand to the mat. Drop the heels to the right. Inhale, lift the left hand from the mat. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand under the left shoulder. Lift the right foot from the mat. Exhale, find your downward facing dog with the right foot lifted. Inhale, shift the shoulders on top of the wrists. And exhale. One-legged downward facing dog. Bend the right knee. Step the right foot in between the hands. Lower the left knee to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest and the hands above the head as you press the hip bones forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus out the arms. And then lower the hands towards the mat, keeping the chest lifted. Come back to the breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, step the hands a bit more forward. Tuck the left toes under. We are shifting the weight on the hands and the right foot, lifting the left leg so it's parallel to the mat. Engage the left glute. Hug the left inner thigh to the right inner thigh. Either stay here or lift the hands next to the hips, warrior three. Think of engaging the whole back body. Keep the chest lifted, same way as we did on our bellies at the beginning of the practice. One inhalation here. Exhale, step the left foot to the back. Extend the arms above the head, lower the left knee to the mat. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat so we are framing the right foot. And step the right knee next to the left knee. Keep the toes tucked under. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the knees from the mat. Create space in between the shoulder blades. Inhale. And exhale. Draw the navel to the spine, but keep the chest open. Look at the mat. The back of the neck is long. One more inhalation. And exhale, drop the knees to the mat. The top of the feet to the mat. And maybe walk the knees a bit wider. Lowering the hips on top of the heels, finding your child's pose. Breathe in here. And breathe out. Take one more inhalation. And one more exhalation. On your next in-breath, start lifting the chest. Cross the ankles under the glutes. And we are going to sit with the legs extended. Flex the feet. Inhale, extend the arms above the head. And then as you exhale, lower the hands to the space in front of you. And now point your feet. Scoop the abs and tuck the tailbone under, so you are shortening the space in between the lower ribs and the hip bones. Leaning slightly to the back. And we are going to try to lift the legs from the mat. So instead of walking the feet super wide, you can walk them a bit closer towards each other. It will make it easier. So think of engaging the top of the thighs, pressing the femurs, the thigh bones into a hip sockets. And then we are lifting the legs and lowering. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Two more. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Once again, flex the feet. And this time we are finding length through the lumbar spine. Inhale, extend the arms above the head. And exhale, lower the hands to the mat. Lower the belly towards the mat. And think of keeping external rotation in the hips. So the kneecaps, the toes are pointing up. And make sure that you are not rounding the back here. So the back is flat. And even if this position looks more like this, that's absolutely okay. Think of chest leading the way. Chest reaching forward. And then the belly coming to the mat. Inhale. And exhale. And on your next inhalation, slowly start lifting the body. And you can use the hands to pull the knees a bit closer together. Feet drop on the mat. Hands under the shoulders and fingers pointing forward. We are going to make our way into a reverse tabletop position. But pull the chin to the chest and tuck the tailbone under. So you're looking to the front of the mat. And then as you inhale, drop the hips to the mat, lift the tailbone, arch the back, and drop the head to the back. So again, like a cat-cow. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, pull the chin to the chest, look forward. And then inhale, arch the back, drop the hips to the mat, drop the head to the back. And one more time, chin to the chest, look to the front of the mat. And then as you exhale, drop the hips to the mat. Cross the ankles in front of you. Inhale here. And exhale, lower the hands to the mat in front of you, one hand on top of the other, and lower the forehead on top of the hands. Inhale and exhale. And allow everything to slow down. The breath, the heartbeat, on your next inhalation, start lifting the body. Keep the eyes closed. And we are going to finish this practice with some breath work. Inhale through the nose for the count of 3. We'll hold at the top for the count of 5. Exhale for the count of 5 through the pursed lips. And after the 5th exhalation, we are going to find 30 seconds of breath retention when you are neither breathing in nor out. So exhale completely. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. 30 seconds of stillness. And know that if at any point you feel like you need to breathe in, you can take a small sip of air in and then out, coming back to your breath retention, coming back to the stillness. And we are going to inhale in 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. And come back to the natural breath. Place the palms of the hands together in front of the chest. Thank yourself for this practice. And thank you. If you have any questions regarding the breath work or the movement practice, leave me a comment below. And I will see you in the next one.